Okay, so your names again were Dina and
Derek.
Yeah. Where y'all from?
We live in Asheville, in Candler.
Oh, cool. So you don't live in Asheville. You live in Candler.
Yeah, we call it West Asheville.
Okay. I'm in West Asheville.
Okay. We're right over the line in Inca.
Nice. And what's baby's name?
Rylan.
Hi, Rylan.
Hey.
So, will you guys describe where we are?
Sure. So, we're hiking down the flat Laurel Creek trail right now.
Uh-huh.
From the Black Balsam parking lot. And basically, we took off towards the Sam Knob summit, but instead of going up to the Sam Knob summit, we decided to take the low road down to the flat Laurel Creek. And that's the trail we're on. The Black Balsam parking lot is really kind of just a, as far as a starting point, something of a mecca, I feel like, in the local hiking scene, because there's several different trails you can take, and they lead out to just some of the best hikes all around. There's the Art Lobe, the Sam Knob, and Art Lobe is amazing because it, as its own thing, will take you up to the Black Balsam, I guess, knob or summit or whatever that's called, and then continue on to Shining Rock. And on your way there, you can hike down to Graveyard Fields, or you could hike down to the East Fork Pigeon River, or the Shining Creek Trail, or you can continue on to Shining Rock.
Welcome again to Student of Life, the curious game show that isn't quite sure if it's really a game show at all.
Today's episode, we'll be going back and forth between two couples, one trail. Well, one couple with a baby and another couple in one trail. The first couple we heard were Dina and Derek, and now we'll listen to our friends Janelle and Aaron, and we will rotate back and forth between the two couples. Well, one couple with a baby and one couple.
Aaron
and
Janelle.
Okay. So, would you describe where we are, maybe starting from up there and going that way?
How long do you want this to be? That would be awesome.
Oh, really? You guys got the deets? It doesn't matter, as long wherever it goes.
How about we give ourselves 3 minutes total?
What's so funny?
It's perfect.
Okay.
Perfection.
Sweet. All right.
Student of life.
Yeah.
What's up there? You can do it. Come on. Q&A.
So here's the three of us humans standing here having this interaction, approaching this question of where are we, and what's it like, what do we notice, and we each have a unique perspective, and you're like taking a poll on other people's point of view to expand your own kind of awareness of like, what is life? How do I show up to be a student of this life? Okay, so the three of us are situated in this like really beautiful place, perceiving the natural environment. What do we see? Right. So we're each gonna like notice different elements of what's here, even though we're sharing the same sort of like holistic scene.
What are three
Situation.
things that each of you saw?
Yeah, what are each of us looking at that moment?
Yeah, what were you looking at?
I was looking at to me, these would be considered falls, but I know they're not. It's just water running down rock, I suppose. I don't know what the definition of falls would be. That's another question I have for y'all, but this beautiful rocks with water, coming down, and the color. I've been here a bunch of times, and I've never noticed, and I'm sure it changes depending on the time of year and the day, but how orange and green the rocks are right there. So that's what I was noticing. How about you?
I was noticing the water and the role that water has played through the human and planetary evolution, and how we're water, and all of life started in water that's on the planet. So I was tuning into that, and I was tuning into the rocks and how this body of rock like goes down into the earth, and I was just feeling into that and feeling like the depths of this rock, and that's where I was.
I like it.
And then I was noticing the beauty of the pink rhododendrons blooming,
Nice.
and that's where I was. Where were you?
Flow. I was noticing the waterfall and the water, but I was specifically tuned into the concept of flow. And it's because I was trying to reach for like how to bridge the prime, free will comment, and then where we are now. It's like it's all flowing. Consciousness is flowing through free will, through like all these different ways that we show up as these three humans here having this conversation, but also as all the all the people that make up this nature that we're looking at, all the tree people and the water people, and conceiving of all of it as like being alive, and so at some level, and having personhood at some level.
Right.
And all of it is a flow. All of it is sort of this nested flow.
And we should point out, this is only looking in one direction.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about the swimming hole and like the couch area and the rock that we're standing on, which is still part of the whole rock and the flow.
All right, I want to like jump in now.
But what I think is also special about this place is the view that way. Maybe we should turn and discuss.
We're like 3 minutes in, but let's go for another 3.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like it. I like my producers on top of the time. This is good. So should we all do the same practice?
Yeah. What do you notice?
Well, for me, it's hard not to notice the amazing boulder in the middle of the creek that I've climbed up on because a friend of mine showed me and took me up there. So climbable, but it doesn't look like it. Even when you're going up there, you're like, am I going to be able to make it? With the footing, for whatever reason, anyone can get up there. And then you have a view of the creek continuing with the tree line like separating because of the creek, so you get distance view. But we get it from here as well. Yeah. And there's something about the air that.
Yeah, well, that's a beautiful context because we are in the oldest mountains on the planet.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when we go from space to flow and through the channel of free will, and we're here, what do you see?
Well, I was noticing, so Devin said something about the quality of the air, and it brought to mind what I mentioned to you earlier, Janelle, which was the idea that really intact natural places like we're in actually do carry sort of like an energetic stream that goes along with them. It's non-material, but you can perceive it on a subtle level, and sometimes you perceive it as wind, and there is an actual physical wind that we can perceive, but I'm guessing that you may also be experiencing an energetic stream of energy, chi. People talk about this chi flow. It's one way, or sami is the way I was calling it before, but it's like, it's vital energy. It's the energy that sort of like drives the engine of life, and it's very life-serving. And we can perceive it, and I think there's a lot of it flowing through right here, and I was noticing that.
Yeah. And Janelle, I don't think you've shared your comments yet on this view.
So what do I see? So we are in the oldest mountains on the planet.
Oh yeah.
And when Aaron was talking, I was feeling these mountains and how much they've seen and experienced, the lifespan of the ecosystem here and the lifespan of the mountains. Like they've been around since the planet's been a planet, and at one point they were probably underwater. And then over time they came into where we are now.
Right, because I think I knew that about some of the balds around here.
Yeah.
That they were either underwater or underground, maybe even.
Yeah, and
point.
this being the oldest mountains means that it's the first to, I'm guessing, emerge through the earth/water crust and like see the day of light and feel the air.
So there's a gigantic. So we lived in China for a year, and we lived in the city called Shamian, which is an island right on the coast of China that is directly facing Taiwan.
Okay.
And so there is an enormous sign on that island facing Taiwan because during the Cultural Revolution, when like the Communist Party came and like basically kicked the last emperor out of China, those two countries divided because he fled to Taiwan, and then they got support from like allies, and that's what this is all like post World War II or World War II time. I think I'm like not doing history justice right here. I just want to name that. I think this was actually okay. So I don't remember. It was either like World War II, post World War II. But anyway, those two, Taiwan and China, became divided at that point. And once they did, then there's been this like kind of long-standing beef between Taiwan and China because Taiwan views itself as its own country and China views Taiwan as part of Taiwan.
Gotcha.
Or views Taiwan as part of China.
Right.
So on the island that we lived on, there's this enormous sign, kind of like the Hollywood sign, that says 2 countries, 1 system in Chinese characters. And it's this enormous red sign that's facing Taiwan. So it serves as this like enormous...
2 systems, 1 country.
No, 2 systems, 1 country. Yeah,
and that's China propaganda, like trying to infiltrate. Gotcha.
And just like projecting it massively on the side of the island.
She's sort of the founder and is kind of the director of this really interesting urban permaculture demonstration site and spiritual sanctuary in downtown Asheville.
Oh, cool. And the name?
It has a couple of parallel expressions. It's most well known as the Ash Village Sanctuary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's me.
That's the super short.
Super short. Aaron Merritt is a papa.
Make it shorter.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I'm joking. Just to get him back.
Visionary. Let's see. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go with primary. Let's see. Oh, I want 2 words. 2 words. Gosh. Like teacher. It's like channeler of information that serves humanity. That's a short. There's a bullet.
That's a good title.
Well, that's a little bit of my esoteric purpose. That's not what I do in my day-to-day.
No, I know, but he said keep it short, and I went with primary.
Okay. And then day-to-day, what we got for day-to-day?
Oh, day-to-day. Papa, there's, and runs a study group, a spiritual study group, weekly, is a partner with an extraordinary woman, and family man with a beautiful son, and is a design build genius, and just got his license in general contracting, and really a community mover and shaker of like really beautiful, inspirational information gathering exchanges. Lots more I could say. I'll stop there. Huh?
All right.
What about that? I mean,
I think it's a grandfather who was always really great at making us feel like we were capable of anything. And he was the one person in my life that I remember saying, getting up really close to me, he says, I know you're going to do something amazing someday. And I think that those words as a teenager, or however old I was when he shared them, really stuck with me, and made me feel like he knew something about all of us, that he was confident in us. And
I like
anyways,
that.
yeah, I really loved him.
That's good. Say again?
Sense 8.
Since 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a TV quote.
Netflix.
So that's
Yeah.
fun, and that works at these times.
And it's
of
fun
It's
year.
very fresh. It's very
Yeah.
Nowadays, movies could appear on that.
Yeah.
The TV shows are movies in a way. Some of the good ones.
Well, when the cluster identified the power of them coming out, and the Icelandic woman DJ'd, and the song came on. You know this? Have you
In the
watched
second
it?
season?
Yeah. And they were.
Spoiler! Oh, no. All right, you gotta close your ears.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
No,
but
but
there
you gotta
was
say the quote.
The
You gotta say
quote
the quote
was
without him hearing.
Well, it was about hope and about humanity.
This won't ruin it.
No. It was really a beautiful moment of recognizing the power of our truly like realized selves and how the masses like are ready for it. Like there's always been this excuse that the masses can't handle it, but I think we can.
So what's the quote?
It was something about hope and like recognize. It was the cluster. It was a conversation.
Yeah.
It was, and there might have been a. quote.
We need
You
a
the
yeah.
quote. All right. Well,
Even if you don't nail it, just go for it.
Well, it was about
like take a guess.
Okay. There's more of us than there are of them, and we need to. And there's us and them, but can translate that. But yeah, we need to stand up. That was the essence of it.
Okay, we'll see how you do. And you.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
Aww.
Is that from a Lego movie or?
You got it. Japan. Our solar system is local to 6 other solar systems that make up a sort of like neighborhood, solar neighborhood. And there's an affinity within the sort of like systems of civilizations that exist within those 7 solar systems. There's I want to get this right. There's like something along the lines of 500 planets that have reached conscious life.
Wow.
Like at or above our level.
Within the 6 solar
within
systems?
this seven suns. Ours is one of 7.
Okay.
So we have 7 like star sisters close to us that it's like a family. There's like a family, and there's like cultural exchange that happens.
Prediction.
Just anything. It could be college football, since you guys like that.
All right. Well,
What's Ohio State gonna do next year?
win the national championship.
Okay. You agree?
Yeah, we couldn't say otherwise. I think, that's what's going to happen.
All 3 of you agree?
Do you agree?
Go Buckeyes.
She's a little nut.
Awesome.
Okay, sports fans by any chance? A sports prediction or any kind of sports prediction?
Sports.
Are you guys
Orgasm. Orgasm.
Orgasm?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? How's that?
I mean, okay, like first of all, there's an art and science and really learning for all genders to learn how to, if you were to take orgasm as a sport, I mean, translate as you will, but there's like truly from the physiological study and like cultivation down to like the musculature. Like, did you know that the yoni can actually squeeze in a spiral? And like there's I can squeeze my left side and my right side, and they're different. I mean, all right, so there's some fine tuning of learning in the art of orgasm. And men, I mean, did you know this? You'll like this. If you didn't know this, you'll like this. So men can learn how to not ejaculate. And did you know that? And like, yeah. But still orgasm.
Okay.
And orgasm in a way closer to how a woman orgasms, that it recirculates and it goes on and fucking on, and you can fuck for like hours. Dude, every man needs to know this. That's my answer.
Okay. So what's the prediction there?
Well, I mean, oh gosh. All right.
Planetary awakening.
Thank you.
Of this?
Planetary awakening through orgasm, like through humans really reconnecting with our sexuality in a way that is like our birthright and fully embodied, and working with our planetary purpose and evolution. And through, I mean, dude, all right, a little more. When you get into really fine-tuning the art of orgasm, like women, and it's, I want this to grow, is for women to, and I think we all have access to it, but journey, and we go on these like healing journeys in the process of orgasming, and it's planetary. I mean, it's fucking wild when you get into it. It's amazing what we can do. And I'm just at this, like, awesome.
Nice. Good answer.
Perfect awesome.
Good answer.
All right. Sport.
What's your sports prediction?
Yes.
Yes.
My prediction is yes to all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are both on board with the same sports prediction. I like it.